in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We're back at it with another Thursday live class with you guys. I'm so excited. Tonight we're going to be doing the September monthly cards. We are finally transitioning into fall here. We actually have been working in the hive with the windows open and the air conditioning off. Yay, I think. The leaves are changing colors. My neighbor has an amazing tree that you can see right outside this window, and it's getting to be that point where it's turning that orangey rust and yellow. I'd call it Cajun craze and more mustard and crushed curry and all the pretty colors of fall. So it's crazy to think it's the 21st, you guys. I will have to honestly say it feels a little crazy. I haven't done a live class with you since August 31st. That was when we had the Inked Botanicals, ink, paper, scissors. And Kelly did Mystery Card Night on the 7th. And you guys will be happy to know that I jotted, it was old school, Post-it note. I jotted all the names of people who shared mystery cards. I grabbed all the names for the monthly creative challenge. I did the class card challenge. I got some top fans. We're going to be doing some winter chicken dinners tonight, you guys, to wrap up August. You can see that Hunky is here sitting, playing in the rain. No, actually, he's playing in the sink. He loves to puddle. Honey was back there at one point, too. The cat, or I should say this kitten, loves showers. It's the weirdest thing. I let the shower run for about maybe 3 minutes or 2 minutes while I let it warm up. And I all of a sudden heard the kitten sneezing. And I went to find him, and here he was in the shower, puddling, and he had gotten water up his nose. And so this one likes the water, so he likes to just let it sit there and he puddles in it. So I just got to keep my eyes on him, because if he has wet paws and he goes all over my stuff, then I'm sad. So Bigger Tigger's sitting over here, you guys. They just had feeding day at the zoo. Bigger Tigger's here. I think you saw Honey as well. I have a box here that I need to share with you guys, so I can't forget to share that with you. And I got a gift from Jenna, you guys. We had the escape. So I don't know if everybody, probably not, heard. The escape was a real big success. We have one box left to go. In case anybody was still on the fence, you still have a chance to get off the fence so that those splinters stop hurting you. We kitted everything up, and when I went through the names, I had jotted somebody's name twice. And when we caught it, when we were writing out slips, so it's like, oops, we have an extra box. So let me know if you are still interested in getting the Autumn Creative Escape box with the 9 make and takes and lots of goodies galore. People started to get their boxes recently, which is awesome. And so, wow, we have lots of people here already. I love it. So I talked to some of you not too long ago. I've been making phone calls. Let me just pull the class up so I can see. So we have Cindy Runtrie's here. Yay. Hi, Cindy. Let's just make sure I am on the right Wi-Fi. I went back and forth here really quick. Yep, I'm on the Hive. Very good. Okay, so let's hit the play button. There it is. So my mom said to me today, you look really good in that color. So I call it my Bermuda Bay shirt. This is the one that we got from Stampin' Up! For our Beatles show that we got to go to a couple weeks ago. You guys, that was already probably 3 weeks ago already. It's crazy. September's flying by. All right. We also have Susan Bellamy. Hi, Susan. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Long time no talk. Hi, Kimberly Cronauer. Hi, Karen Wetstein. I feel like I just talked to you too. Angela, I just saw you this morning. You guys, it's awesome. I feel like, hey, the gang's all here. Hi, Mary Carls from Jericho. Hi, Laura Sullivan. And there's Dawn Ablett and Deanne Dawn. Just talked to you, too. You guys have been making my phone a friends for ink, paper, scissors. Hi, Mary Lemke. Hi, Kat Fronick. Kat, I'm not sure if you got your card kits or not. I didn't see if you picked them up. Hi, Deanna Stell. Hi, Barbara Rudolph. Hi, Pauline Landuit. And there's Sharon Rush. She got her kits today as well. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks and Karen Karstay. Lynn Beasley's here too. The cat just jumped down. That means it's official. I can turn off the water. He's done playing, so I don't need to waste any more of that. Hi, Vicki Rodriguez. Oh, you are in your second summer. Awesome. Hi, Judy Sharp. Judy Sharp called me at 6 o'clock, you guys, right on the head. And I had left her a voicemail, so she got back to me. So I was tardy a few minutes, you guys. I was on the phone. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Randy Schultz. Oh, it's spinning. Yeah, you guys. So what happens is the reason it's spinning or it's not ready is because I need to hit the button. So I get things all prepped, and it takes me a few minutes to go to my computer, add the cover photo, add the tags, add the date, add the language, and get the back end stuff ready for the YouTube Live. And then if somebody calls me, when Judy Sharp, or anybody for that matter, or if somebody emails me really quick and I take a hot second to reply to it, and then it spins, and that's what happens. And then the minute I hit the red button to go live, it stops spinning, and there I am. So just so you know, sometimes it can take between like 3 and 10 minutes for me that once I initiate the YouTube Live before I'm actually live. So there you go. Hi, Ann Bellinger. Hi, Marsha Long. Thank you, Marsha. It's a very bright, cheerful color. I will say that. So, you guys, the kittens are on the counter playing with each other's tails. Hi, Holly Pablo. Yes, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Did not pick up the kits, but I texted you an order. Okay, I will look for it. You guys, it was a good day, a busy day in the hive. We kitted up 2 classes today. Them Bones was 72 times 4, whatever that is. And we did ink, paper, scissors was 80 times 4. Thank goodness we had a little bit of help. My mom was there, and Annette Rollin and Kate Race stopped in, and they helped kit. We started at 9:30 and we finished at, I would say, 3:30. And then Annette took some homework home with her, so I got some homework ready for her, and that took a little bit. And then at 4:30, I started to make my lists of the mystery card names and class cards. So you guys, I haven't been on my emails or the phone basically unless you called me. Then I heard the call and I took it. Otherwise, I really, if you have texted or emailed, I haven't seen it. I will always get caught up though. Hi, Betty Pyle. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Angelique. Long time no talk. Hi, Kathy Jackson from Iola, Wisconsin. Woohoo! Okay, so I think I got through all my highs. You guys are amazing. A lot of you are taking this class with me, which is what it's all about. The only reason I'm a little bit nervous is because all of the card kits are on the counter from one end to the other end, and Honey is playing with Tigger's tail. Please go over the ink, paper, scissors. Yes, I can definitely do that. So at the moment right now, Marsha, I don't know if you're on the list for it. If anybody signs up now from like this point on, I have kits and I have the designer paper and the embellishments, but your kit will ship without the ribbon for the most part. And that's okay. I'm reaching out to a lot of demonstrators who were able to get in on the pre-order, and they're able to help me out with what I need now, which is they have the ribbon, so I can hold off on sending ribbon in their ink, paper, scissors class. But if anybody signs up now, I'm not guaranteeing you're going to get ribbon because I'm on my list is to find 15 people, and I'm already at 10, so I need just 5 more people, and I can make currently anybody who signed up a go. So the day that I went to put my order in, I ordered for what I had pretty much people signed up for, which is what we're supposed to do. And in the interim, we ended up with about 15 more. And we decided to go forward. Hang on. You guys think you're so funny. Get your butt off of here. You guys. You making a mess. Oh, okay. I looked over and I saw Jennifer Summers and Angela Knutson and a couple of people's card kits like half hanging off the counter. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't. You're not knocking them on the floor, girlfriend. So I caught him before Honey could do that. So we were saying for ink, paper, scissors, I was able to order, I think I got 60 is what I had people signed up for on the first day of the catalog launch. And then we've had more people sign up since. And I wasn't going to really worry about it because Diane was going to order for her in-person class. And so what happened was by the time Diane went to order, she couldn't get the ribbons. And so I'm trying to work with her on finding people that are okay with not getting the ribbons. And then getting them mailed to them once they're available back. And it's like October 23rd. So fortunately, I have a lot of friends that are helping me out. And so it shouldn't be a big deal. But if anybody does sign up now, I'm not guaranteeing the ribbon will be in your kit. And so it would ship to you once the ribbon would ship later on, but the kits would ship out now. So anyways, I think Marsha wants to see the cards. And so I have them right here. So let me get them out of my little bucket here, you guys, and I'll show them to you. Oh, I got to get my camera connected. Holy Moses. Ha ha ha. I thought I was doing so good, you guys. I just got to get my second camera set up. And that will happen in T-minus 2 minutes or 10 seconds. All right. Hang tight. I'm going to get this up here and not now. I'll get that set up. Get this flipped down, and now we're good to go. Perfect. Okay, so Marsha Long was asking about ink, paper, scissors. So you get 4 card kits, and most of you will get the ribbon, and you all get the speckled dots and the designer paper, which I have. That was no problem to get that designer paper. I made that one happen. But these are ink, paper, scissors. And so if anybody wants to sign up, I still have, like, we're kitting for 88 pretty much. So, and I think at the moment we have 84. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's August ink, paper, scissors. Hang on, let's get over here. We're at 74. So there's still space if anybody still wants to get signed up for the class. It's just a matter of, will you get ribbon or will you have to wait for the ribbon? Because it went so fast. It was like hotcakes. All right, so that's ink, paper, scissors. And then you guys, you can also get signed up for translucent florals, which is free with an order, minimum $45 order. Pretty cards. We're kitting this one up on Tuesday. I think I have about maybe 10 to 15 left that we are working with. I think we have maybe 25 online and 6 in person. We're kitting 40, I think, is the plan. Unless in like the next 5 days, like by Tuesday, if maybe 15 more people sign up, I would do more. But I think that's kind of what I have in my head for that one. This is that order-based class, free with a $45 order. You guys, I have 1 to 2 left of the Halloween class. So I'm waiting to see. I have 1 left for online for sure. I'm holding 2 for my in-person class. And if the 2 in-person don't happen, then I will have a couple more. But you guys, I have never had so many people for a Halloween class. 72 kits. We made 72 of this class today. This kit right here had so many pieces. It's not even funny, the pieces that went into this kit. I remember doing a Halloween class maybe like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and it was like maybe 12 people. And like to think now that there was 72 we kitted up, and we made them in a way that you really only need sentiments. The skeletons are all the designer series paper in different colors of orange and vanilla and white. So depending, you might get an orange one, you might get a white one, you might get a vanilla one. So yeah, the dogs come in different colors too. But yes, you guys, I only have like 1, potentially 3 left of this one. So that's going crazy. You guys, on Monday, just a reminder, this is what's coming up Monday afternoon at 1. I think I have about 12 left of this class in case anybody still wants this. Now, you don't have to have fruitful blessings to do this class. You just need something to put on this awesome card layout. Same here. You don't necessarily have to do this stamp. What other stamp could you stamp there? And what else could you stamp here to put on this awesome layout? So look past the fruitful blessings if you're not a fruitful blessings fan. So you guys, I still have, I think, 2 or 3 left of Rose's Technique Club class too. She just did this class on Tuesday. And if you want to catch that, you can watch that and get these kits yet. All right, so what are we doing today though? I don't even know if I showed this yet, but we are doing the monthly class. And let's see here. Hi, Penny Powell. What do we need to buy to make the fluorescent cards? So good question. Let's just pull those back really fast here. So you definitely, I'll go grab the stamp set really quick so you can see. Let me go grab the stamp set so you can see the stamp set. So we definitely, when we feature a class, that uses a stamp set, we use the stamp set, and we try to use almost everything from the stamp set. So you will notice that these stamps get used in the design of the card. And anything that is a focal image, you'll get a piece of paper big enough to stamp them. So you need to stamp 3 leaves. If you don't have translucent florals, do you have other leaves? Do you have flowers? Do you have, maybe skip it all together and put something, just put it on the vanilla piece back here and use your white or vanilla paper for something else. Anything like a label or like a strip back here is already cut for you. And this one, your label will, and anything embossed is already embossed. And this one we have a leaf. So that same leaf is stamped, and then you'll get a piece of vanilla big enough to stamp it. The foliage is are going to be die cut for you. Any of these labels will be die cut. You get enough ribbon to complete the cards. Now this one's another one. It's very focal, image centric. It uses the leaves, and it uses both of these flowers, that little flower, 3 times, not just once, but 3. And what happens is you're going to get a quarter sheet of paper, and it's big enough for you to stamp these. It's actually 2 leaves, and the way we cut them, like you actually have to cut down the leaf here to get in there. So you get like a quarter sheet of paper, and that's big enough to stamp everything. And then you die cut it or fussy cut it. And if you don't have this, what else could you use that would kind of go up the edge of the label like that? The last one now, this is going to come. Anna's already working on this. Anna's die cutting all of these pieces for you. So for this one, all you need is a sentiment. Okay, the sentiments do come from this set, but if you don't have or want this set, do you have flowers? Do you have sentiments? Basically, that's what you, and leaves, I should say. So I hope that answers your question, Marcia and Kat, about what do you need for stamps for this one. So good question. So translucent florals is what I used, but you don't need to use it. You could use something else. All right, so tonight what we're doing is, I don't know if I got sticky on this. Yes, Marcia, it is beautiful. And the exciting thing is that, let me just share this with you. Hang on, we got a hot mess going on. So when Diane and I designed those cards, we used the All About Autumn paper, and we definitely made them more autumn-esque. Well, lo and behold, Stampin' Up! Came out with some designer paper that is bright and cheerful and amazing, and it all coordinates with the translucent florals. So this is a new designer paper that's available on the online store. You don't have to buy it online to get it. You can order this paper through a demonstrator like me or anybody else that you work with, and they can order it for you. You don't have to, so just because it's called an online product doesn't mean you have to go online to get it. You can talk to your demonstrator and they can help you get it. So this paper is so pretty. If you guys watched yesterday, I did a Share, Create, Inspire where Susan Corsello made this card, and then I made this card, and out of it, we determined that we need another class on the books using the translucent florals and doing, and I just talked to Sarah Mitchell. I think we decided that we're gonna make it a stamp-a-stack, and it will include a pack of the paper, a roll of ribbon, an embellishment, and you'll make 16 cards, right? Because that's how we roll. Well, it'll either be 15 cards or 16. Depends if we do like 5 different designs, or if we do 4 different designs, or maybe we do 3 designs and 5 cards. I guess it'll be a stamp-a-stack. You'll make multiples. So, but yes, that's the translucent florals, and that just came out. So just a little side quest there for you guys. Let's see here. Let me pull this out so I can set my books and stuff out of the way, because I want to share with you what I got from people. So we showed this card off yesterday, you guys, and I had said I didn't know who made it. Well, lo and behold, I wrote myself a Post-it note on the back, and this was made by Sandy Wicklander. So I wanted to give credit where the credit is due. I found it after the fact that Sandy made this one. And so good job, Sandy. I love it. It's a very pretty card. It reminds me of the B card that we made back for the MS benefit. And then I also have some other things to share with you here. I got a nice little package from Shirley Vanderbloomer, and it contained a little bee car. Vroom, vroom. Okay, I should put that around and see how the cats react and love that. And then she made this beautiful card and sent that to me. It says thanks, and she said thanks for all my help that I give her with her orders. You're very welcome, Shirley. I love helping. And then we have here a bee towel, you guys. So I just had to share that, which I gotta get in the camera this way. So I got a little towel, so very cool. Thank you to Shirley. And then you guys, I got this awesome mug from Jenna Helms. You guys, I've been helping her a lot lately. And so she brought me an awesome, amazing gift. And it says, Be Happy Stampers. And it's one of the Stanleys. If you guys ever shop Stanley, like this is one of their new colors that came out. And it's an awesome, massive water holding gallon jug. It's not a gallon, but it's like a quarter of a gallon. So that was really cool, Jenna. You made my day. You surprised me. I love it. All right. Hi, Sue Beasley from Australia. Hi, Donna Gruski joining late. Okay, so back to the September monthly class, you guys. And we are going to be making these cards. This one, everybody's kit is going to be the same. It's our pick of the pumpkin patch. This one, everybody's kit's going to be the same. But when it came to this one, you guys, you either got Mossy Meadow or you got Moody Mauve. One or the other. And that's because when you get the designer paper, let me show you this designer paper. Oh. If I have to pick one pack of designer paper out of the new mini catalog that I would say is my favorite, it is this one. You guys, this card was designed with this paper in mind. And then also, if you see here, this was the translucent florals, right? So these 4 cards plus this card is a 5th card. We were strategic about it. And then there's one more card that used that DSP, and it is the owl card. Hoot, hoot, hoot. Hang on. Let's find the owl card here. Right here. All right. So these cards, this one used the vanilla pattern. This one uses the Moody Mauve pattern. This one uses Peacock, Mossy Meadow, Copper Clay, and then those 2 are like the pattern paper. So, hi, Faye is watching also. Yay. So when you open this up, you guys, so this paper is on back order until around October 9th, right? But for anybody that gets ink, paper, scissors with me, you're going to get a quarter pack in your kit. I'm good. I was able to order exactly what I needed for my class attendees when it was available last week, Monday. I'm set. So you will get your quarter pack. That's not the question at all. Like what I'm working on is ribbon. But when you get this, what's super cool is there's this pattern here. And then there's another vanilla-ish pattern. And then you have a green, which is interchangeable with this green. You have a copper, that's interchangeable with that. In terms, like, to me, interchangeable means you're going to get one or the other, and it looks nice either way. Then there's the peacock, and then there's a peacock. And that leaves this pattern being interchangeable with this pattern. They look the same, except for they just have different color palette. One's more peacock with mossy, and one's peacock with more a moody mauve. So when we were designing classes, you guys were strategic about, well, if we use this vanilla piece with this card, and we use the mauve with this, the peacock here, the mossy here, the copper there, that left these 2, and they got used for the monthly class. So when we're designing cards, we're strategic about not using like this same piece of paper over 5 cards. We divide up the patterns and the papers and conquer that way. So that's how that kind of worked. And so we ended up with this card for the monthly class. And I'm talking about that because we're in the monthly class right now. So you're either going to get the mauve or the mossy base, one or the other. But in general, they're the same layout. You have your peacock, you have your mossy. In this one, you have a moody mauve leaf, and in this one you have a Cajun. Now everybody that got this to-go kit mailed, you got 2 leaves. When Tammy and her mom originally started die cutting, they die cut all the cards with Moody Mauve, and we realized during club night that wasn't right, that this one didn't look as snazzy with Moody Mauve as it did with the Cajun Craze. So Tammy went back, you guys, before last week, right in the middle of the thick of preparing for the escape, she went back and she die cut like about 35 more of those. And so I didn't have her pull out the Moody Mauve. I just had her drop in the Cajun. So you got Cajun and Moody Mauve. So just so you're not confused, that's what's going on. And then this one, it looked better with Cajun crushed curry, where this one looked a little bit better with the wild wheat. And then popping in little peacock. So that's a little bit of a story about around this card. And just to recap, that is the Autumn DSP. And the Autumn DSP, you guys, when you go in here, all about Autumn is on page 42. So this is what the paper comes from here. On this card right here that we're going to be making shortly, this ribbon is this natural ribbon coming from this set, and the copper for the card that we're going to be making, I'm starting to lose things. They're right here. That copper ribbon comes from here, just to show you guys where stuff comes from. And then the other thing that when I was done working on this card, I realized, oh my goodness, we didn't put any ribbon on here. But I had a thought, so if anybody at home wants to do this, my thought was to make a little bow and like pop it right here in the corner, like some linen thread or something. But once I put my embellishments here and there, I didn't think it needed any extra ribbon or bow. But by all means, you guys, I love to put bows on stuff. So you can definitely do that if you want to. So just know I didn't put that in. Yes, you guys, Tammy had knee surgery yesterday. No, Tuesday. Is today Thursday? She had knee surgery. So she had knee surgery about 8 weeks ago in the summertime. And it went so good that they scheduled her for her second knee. And so she worked her butt off, you guys. She got all the die cutting done last week before the escape for ink, paper, scissors, and anything she was helping me with. And she just had her knee surgery on the other knee on Tuesday, and she's doing good. She's on the road to recovery. So I'm going to do the roll call, you guys, before I forget. We have Jenna Helms, Vicky Rodriguez, Debbie Gast, Donna Grushke, Angela Knutson, Karen Woods, Jeannie Parker, Shirley Malarkey, Sherry Everett, Mary Lemke, Sandy Wicklander, Nedra Dover, Susan Bellamy, Deanna Stell, Patricia Settle, Linda Scott, Feline Mays, Sheila Roberts. Sheila, this might be your first class. I hope you enjoy it. Deanne Dawn, this might be your first class too, Deanne. Stacy Warner, Leslie McMinn, Sharon Roosh, Kat Fronick, Christina Bernard, Lynn Beasley, Linda Grady, Mary Carls, Lori Baxter, Karen Stagg, Susan Rish. So it's so odd, you guys. I don't know why it happens this way, but Sharon Roosh and Susan Rish both take the classes at the same time. And I always have to make sure I think about how I'm saying their names. Vera Anderson, Carla Lake, Angelique McClendon, Anna Carter, Pat Fleming, Shirley Vanderblumer, Laura Sullivan, and me, you guys. I had to make sure I put my name on the list to get some kits. Otherwise, I might not have given myself some kits, which they're sitting over on the table, actually. I got to grab them. We're going to start making some cards, you guys. So we will do a door prize drawing in a bit to figure out who wins the door prize for tonight's class. And we'll do that... Kat is really easily confused. You know, it happens. We can all be easily confused at some points. You do so much, no wonder I'm confused and don't know how to order. You know what? That's right, Marsha Long. That is what I tell people all the time when they first start watching me, is just try not to be overwhelmed. And because I do offer so much and so many different types of classes, that it can be overwhelming, and hopefully I don't scare people away with that. And if I do, then I guess then they're not into my crazy. So, but hopefully you guys, you know, it takes a little bit to figure out like what I have going on, how it works, and all that good stuff. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're confused or if you need help, just call me. Call me anytime, and I will help you get unconfused. That was me. All right, so we're gonna just do a little bit in the catalog before I get making the cards here. I just want to show you where you can find things. So the pick of the patch is on page 51. There's an index in the back of the book here, so you can easily find things with page numbers, and then it takes you to here. So this is where we're going to be working on this card momentarily. The pick of the patch. The designer paper in the back is the Halloween designer paper. You wouldn't have guessed it, but it is. It's the sheet back over here. So we pulled that out. This designer series paper on this one, this green one, is trees. Actually, if you guys have the kits and you're looking at it, you can see that they look like trees. This is a walk in the forest. And that is the pattern right there that we're using. And then these, we already talked about that being all about autumn. This bundle right here, just so you guys know, is called Forever Forest. And that you can find, these are in alphabetical order back here, which is awesome now. It's called Forever Forest. It's on page 20. So let's go over here to page 20, and that's where you can find this bundle. So as far as I know, all of these bundles are currently available. Nothing is sold out at the moment for these guys. I think you guys, I don't know if you saw it, but Oh Holy Night, just came back in stock as well. It had been out of stock for a little bit, so that bundle is now back. I'm gonna grab my card kits quick. Okay, so, and I had to grab the embellishments. So a lot of stuff is due to come back in next week. I don't know, where do the hills come from? They come from the Forever Forest, Linda. I just put the catalog away, but what was the page number? 22 or 21? The die, I'll show you them. I have the dies here. I will show you where they come from. Oh, you guys, I have these sitting here too. Card benefit, Wounded Warrior card benefit on World Card Making Day is October 7th. We are kitting up 80 and we have 62 already accounted for, leaving 18 left. And you get 5 completed cards. Just to like sidetrack here, you guys, forgot to show these. They are made for you. You don't even have to do any work to get these amazing, beautiful cards. And my team I only have 4 of them here. Apparently I'm missing one of them. It's still on the table. There's like 4-ish Christmas, 1 winter, 3 Christmas, and then a fall card. I have an amazing team that they come in the week before. Hi, Lisa's Basic. They come in the week before and they help us. We have a team. We put them all together. So then there's one more. If I have to get up to get something else, I'll go grab the other card. But it's a minimum $30 donation plus shipping. And if you want the extra bonus card, there's an extra bonus card where we're making a truck with the truck builder and having the American flag coming out of it. Super cool. And then just to show you guys these two, these are the ink, paper, scissors cards for next month. It's called Garden Walk. And you'll make the 4 cards here. So just in case anybody didn't see these yet, it's called Garden Walk, ink, paper, scissors for next month. Linda found it. Good job, girlfriend. Okay. So we are on, and we're going to do this one first because I have all this stuff over here so that we can get that moved out of the way. All right, so you guys, when you get a card kit from me, so this is a 3-card class. Our fish is fishing away, swimming away. You get card kits from me. This class is free with a minimum $45 order, or you could pay $15 and then shipping. And I do work it out that if we have multiple kits, classes shipping out at the same time, we can consolidate shipping. But you get everything you need in an envelope, and it also then includes the embellishments. Now, I didn't put embellishments in mine yet because these are kitted up to go, and people put on their own embellishments in class. So we're going to grab this kit first. The other thing for people to remember, that if you're taking this class for me, hi Carmen Melendez, for the first time, or you're at the beginning of taking classes with me or just finding me, when you get card kits from me, I put them together with you in a class, and I go a little bit fast. I guess you could say I've designed the cards, I've kitted them, I know the ins and the outs of putting them together. And so my time with you today is to show you how to do that. And a lot of people have a hard time actually keeping up with making them because you have to do stamping and you have to do all that kind of stuff, and sometimes it takes longer. So what generally people tell me is that they like to watch me put the video together or watch me make the cards, and then they put their cards together later. And so they might be working on something else while they watch this. So just an FYI in case you're newer to watching. So you guys got 4 inches of ribbon. Now, you guys know I'm frugal with my ribbon. 4 inches, and you're like, well, that's not enough to make this work. Well, yes, it is, because you're going to cut it in half, and you're going to use part of it over here and part of it over here. And this frugal ribbon person, it doesn't have any ribbon underneath here. Now, this ribbon is the highly sought after natural and copper ribbon. Because it's a 2 combo pack, you get 5 yards and 5 yards versus the normal 10 in a roll. And so we had to be very frugal with cutting this. So honestly, what you guys are gonna do is just cut it right down the middle. And then you're gonna have two pieces, one for that side and one for that side. And we are gonna use a little bit extra tape to put it together, but you actually save ribbon, and ribbon is more expensive than adhesive in my mind. This piece is already embossed for you. It's with the timber embossing folder. So we'll set that over here. Then these are, it's very deceiving. When you open this up, you're gonna be like, why did she give me this crappy piece of paper that has all these die cuts out of it? Well, I will tell you, that is the paper conservationist in me. Only because it saves cardstock. And so we were strategic about, Anna actually cut all these for you guys. She was really strategic. We fit all of the trees in here. And what she did then is cut them out of your mat. Because ultimately, this little piece of white is gonna go right over the top of that, and nobody's gonna be to the wiser. And then on top of it, it saves weight because you're not actually adding more weight by adding trees. You're actually using the exact weight that it would have been. So that's pretty cool. What we need to do is blend this. So that is blue, and so we're gonna use our Balmy Blue and a blending brush to do that in a moment. And then here's your piece of designer paper so you can see that close up. It's got the trees on it, and it's called Garden Green. And then I did opt for vanilla. So you guys, I know that this piece is white and this is vanilla, but once we color this with Balmy Blue, you're not gonna tell that it was white, and it just makes it brighter. Now, if you guys are part of the Creative Escape with me and you watched Shannon West's presentation on Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and she said that she uses white and vanilla and she doesn't like care that both are on the card, I about hit the floor because I'm like, oh man, I don't really mix vanilla and white a lot, I'll be honest with you. So if you're like that too, just know that once this turns blue, you're not gonna know that it was even white. So don't fret yet, okay? So what we're gonna do first to get the party started is we're gonna fold this and burnish it. All right, there we go. Hi, Anique from the Netherlands. All right, you guys remember it's a horizontal card. Okay, then what we're gonna do is the mountains. So you guys have some mountains. Tigger, buddy. You think so, huh? You guys, Tigger is coming through. He's just making his way. He just wants you, he wants to say hi. He's okay. He's just going to keep moving. I know it. All right. There he goes. Come on, buddy. All right. There you go. All right. Now he's happy. All right. So we're going to use the cake, the crumbs of the cake, and grab a sponge dauber. And what we're going to do is just, okay, right now it looks kind of blah and boring to me. And what I like to do is add a little bit of color to it to give it some texture. And what we're going to do is take the dauber and just lightly sponge the edges with the sponge dauber. Okay. Just to give it a little bit of color. All right, so we'll do that first. Anique says hi. He says hi. You guys, he officially, I don't know if you know where he went. He was gonna jump on the floor, but he officially parked himself right behind my back and my butt, and he's like a little furnace right now. All right, so you could do a little bit more too if you wanted. What you could do is just grab your sheet of paper, and you can also kind of like lightly go over there's a raised part of this die that has a little bit of texture. What you could do is just a little bit more. You could add, because it has a raised part right there. All right, so that's what we're doing with the dauber. Okay, let's set that off to the side. All right, then we're gonna do a little bit of blending with our Balmy Blue. So let's grab this. We'll move this off to the side. I am not the biggest fan of blending Balmy Blue. It looks cool, but I have the hardest time. I even bought a brand new Balmy Blue thinking he's getting thick. Yes, Penny Powell. Bigger Tigger is definitely Bigger Tigger for a reason. He's got a pouch. He definitely has a pouch. He sure knows how to take up the camera too, doesn't he? He was that big. So my Balmy Blue, you guys, it takes work to get it to go. And you always want to do the blending before you do any stamping. If you would stamp this and then blend it, you're going to smear the ink all over. All right, so we're going to grab a little Balmy Blue, and you definitely kind of want to do the whole thing. Like I know there's a little area over on the left that doesn't get covered up, but in essence, like it's just, you're gonna be happy just doing the whole thing. All right, and I can see that. It's starting to already show. I'm gonna go a little bit closer so that you guys can kind of see. My balmy blue just takes forever and a day to get it as dark as you want it. All right, and when you think you have it, just know that you can always add color, but you can't take color away. And I kind of go off the edge first, and then I work my way on so that I don't end up with big splotches right in the middle. Okay, you can see that's getting a little bit of blue, but it's not very much. I don't know. If I used Night of Navy, now that you would see that right away. But the balmy blue is a little bit lighter. So this little area over here, you want to make sure you get that because that dips down right there. Okay, so that side's getting a little bit better. I'm getting happy with that. You feel the same way with your balmy blue. Yeah, it's the only ink pad that just doesn't like to take to paper. But don't fear, just keep working at it. Eventually, if you keep adding enough from the blending brush, it'll work. And I feel like I spit or something, and that's why that's there, you guys. I felt it come off my lip or something, and I saw it right after. I'm hoping a hill is gonna cover that up. So we're getting there, right? Hi, Squeaker. All right, so that's looking good there. Yeah, the pad itself looks so blue. I definitely agree. Okay, I'm happy with this though. What you can do is grab your mountains and do a little tester and make sure that you don't have any white on the bottom area. Because you can see I kind of did stop and didn't do this bottom area so much. But if you look here, you can see that it does cover it up good. So there's that. All right, so that's it for the balmy blue. And we can set this off to the side. And I'll grab the stamps here in the sentiment so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I think Linda was asking about this. So this is the Forever Forest stamp set, right, like that. And then these are the dies. And so Linda, you were asking where the mountain range comes from. It's from here. And we use these 5 smaller ones, but there's even a bigger one. And then there's a outline that stamps, when you stamp that focal outline here, all those trees, it die cuts it out. There's some awesome rocks here. There's some stars and a couple clouds. There's a moon, and yeah, pretty cool. I pulled in this set right here. I was looking for something that would fit in this top right corner, and it's always hard to find like congratulation cards. This could be a graduation card. I don't know if you guys are, I know we're at the end of the summer, but if you need a congratulations card for a boy, like this would be great. So very proud of you. So that was actually Hunky talking. Unique. Tigger is like passed out behind me sleeping, and Hunky was the one. He's a little beller box, I guess I would call him. He's a whiner. He's a whiner. So we're gonna take So Very Proud of You, and we're gonna put that on the block, and we're gonna grab the espresso ink, and we're going to practice, you guys. You get one shot, right? You've done all this amazing, beautiful blending work, and now you're gonna stamp on it. And you don't wanna mess it up. So make sure you practice and then go for it. I feel like it's having this tendency of leaning down. Okay, and now just know as long as you're up in that top right corner, you should be good. You know, I might suggest, okay, well, catch 22 here. If you stamp this and you don't like it, you can always flip it over and do the other side. What I had in my head was, well, why don't you glue the trees down? Because that's really what I did. I actually glued the trees and put the mountain down before I stamped. And I just like crossed my fingers and hoped that I stamped okay. So that's kind of what I did. If you're not certain, what you could do is kind of strategically plan, well, my trees line is going to go something like that to kind of help give you the coordinates of how you're going to want to stamp. And my U is going down, so I want to make sure it's up a hair. We're going to stamp it right there. Just cross our fingers. Don't press too hard. You do not want a halo. All right, just give it a second to marinate. Ah, yes. Very nice, very nice. All right, so then we're done with that one. That is a little wet, so I'm not going to actively do anything with that right now. I'm going to go to my inside, and I have a tree pattern here on the inside. So with the garden green, I like to stamp it at first strength, like that, and then I go second strength, and it kind of makes it look like there's a tree in the background as like a shadow back there. Now I noticed that the ink wasn't very juicy, so I think what I'm going to do is ink it up one more time and see if I can make that first one a hair darker. Yes, there it is. And then I go offset and down to the right a little. And so by inking it up on a different side of the ink pad, I noticed that it looked a little crisper. Okay, so what Laura was saying is that she loves the sentiment set. Yes, I definitely agree. I should have pulled that in here for just another second. It says, this is pretty. You're in my heart and prayers. Hope you're feeling better soon. I love the combination of the scripty with the capital letters. Hope your day is a happy one. Be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. Just for you. So very proud of you. So thankful for you. Your kindness is so appreciated. Just love spending time with you. I like the happy birthday going down the side, and knowing you brings joy to my heart. So very cool sentiments there. All right, I'm going to leave the inside blank, and we're going to stamp those off just a second, or a hair, and then we're going to get glue happy. All right, so some people in class, I noticed the other day, yesterday we had 8 for the 1 o'clock class, and I noticed some people took the sponge dauber and sponged some crumb cake ink over your tree rings, and that would be perfectly fine, and I'll show you what it might look like. So let's do it. I thought it was really cool. I didn't think to do it on that card, but it definitely is a possibility. Light touch though, and we're just gonna like lightly hover over the rings here. Oh, you guys, I gotta show you. Do you guys want to see a video of the baby kittens? I took a video for you guys in case you want to see. So you can see the difference there. That's a little bit of shading on them. So my mom, I don't know if you guys heard yesterday, those that were here for the escape over the weekend heard about it. So Tigger's mom, Bootsy, had him last August, and 4 other kittens. Honey OG, the original gangster honey, right? The original gangster. That's the honey that passed away in February. All right, so that was a batch of 5, or I should say a litter of 5. And then she gave birth to Hunky and Honey 2.0 on Good Friday, like so April 7th or 8th, whatever that weekend was. Okay, so I just went and did a little bit of sponging there. All right, so she just had babies again. 3 weeks ago. It was like Labor Day weekend. All right, so something happened and Bootsy abandoned them, okay? My mom tried to put her in and she growled and hissed at them. And so she wasn't gonna take them and care for them. So for the last 2 weeks, my mom, so side quest here guys, really quick. I took a 50-second video, so let me entertain you for a moment. I took a 50-second video. My mom is feeding them 5 times a day, every 3 hours. I had to go onto Amazon and buy a nipple syringe that it's like a nipple, and then what happens is they suck on the syringe and they feed themselves as long as my mom holds it. So she had to bring, you guys, my mom brought the 4 kittens here today because she's mom, and she fed them twice. Well, so my mom got here at 9:30 and she left at 3:45 or 4 o'clock. She had to feed the kittens twice while she was here. So I had to take a video. Okay, they're pipsqueakers, okay? So here we go. Hang on, I gotta turn the volume up. Oh, I don't know if the volume, hang on. There, no. Look at them. Tigger's getting upset, you guys.
Look at this adorable one. It's almost feeding time at the zoo.
face. It's like a little honey. Okay, you guys. Tigger is like, what is going on here, Mom?
Look at the little tail.
Look at the little tails, like little stubby tails. Oh, Tigger, go back to sleep, buddy.
Oh, baby tail.
There you go. There's the video, guys. So thank you for letting me entertain you for 50 seconds. So my mom has been hand feeding them. They are about 3 weeks old right now. They were born sometime like Labor Day weekend. Tigger did not like that. They were too squeaky for him. He just left. But yes, if anybody, so there's 2 honeys, a Tigger and a black and white kitten. If anybody is wanting a kitten from an amazing mother like Bootsy's normally, like she usually takes good care of them. So like, but that's where these kittens came from, you guys. So if anybody, I told my mom I would share it with you guys. If anybody wants to come to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin and get a kitten, she's open, but you got to feed them about 5 times a day. Maisie is looking for them also, right? Because they're so squawky. So Penny Powell, you know what it's like to take care of kittens, whew, right? All right, so we're back to business, you guys. We are going to get glue happy. So we are going to flip this one over. And for this though, you guys, we have to be super careful. We cannot glue the back of this because when you set it on this, you're going to get glue in all the openings. So what I would highly recommend doing is glue it from the top. So what I mean by that, okay, so we're going to glue this like this one, and then this is the top, all right? So all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue around the edges here, okay? So I'm gluing the top of it. I thought Tigger was not happy with me. He was camped out and ready to take a good night's slumber while I made cards with you guys. So then now just set this right into this. Yes, Penny, you had your 6-month run with kittens, yeah. All right, then this piece right here, set that over there for the moment. This goes straight through the middle of our crumb cake. Now, don't fear if it's longer than what it needs to be. We can trim the side here, but I'd rather the DSP be longer than shorter than what you need. I'm just eyeballing this. And then you're gonna use your ribbon scissors. I saw ribbon right here when I looked down and I said ribbon. You're gonna grab your paper scissors and trim that off. And then on the inside of your card, you're gonna take and put your mat here. Now, if you wanted to stamp your sentiment, you should definitely do that now. Hi, Shirley Malarkey. You're better late than never. Okay. Oh man, I know, Angela. You gotta bring, oh, now they don't have, my mom's not bringing the kittens back. So yeah, you should have, so Brandon didn't get to see the kittens today. All right, so now what we're gonna do is work on, so we could prep the back of this. Well, let's not. Let's glue our trees. Now, here's the deal though. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're gonna be giving this to a guy and he doesn't appreciate Stella, you definitely maybe won't Stella the trees. But if you're giving this to somebody who would really appreciate the Stella, you wanna try to Stella before you put your trees down. Because if you Stella them with them on the card and you hit the blue ink, your ink is going to smear a little bit. So make sure you get the front of this like that. And then we'll do this guy. So get them Stellaed, right? So you can be selective about when you use your Stella pen. Somebody might not always appreciate it. So there's that. So we're gonna have them Stellaed, ready to go. And we're just gonna prep some dimensionals really quick here. I'm gonna put a few of them behind this mat right like that. So that's ready to go. And then we're also going to prep our mountain range here so that it's ready. So this one we'll use our glue scissors though. I'm just gonna cut a few little strips here and I'm gonna put the dimensionals right at the tippy tips of the mountain like that, okay? Now let's glue our trees on. This is what I would recommend. Now I personally, I didn't know how all the trees were gonna work, so I glued the trees to the back of these mountains, but it's easier to glue the trees straight on. So actually this tallest one right here is actually this one right here. So that's the third one. There is a really teeny tiny one. Oh, snow tips would definitely be cool, Laura. I definitely agree. The little one is this guy over here. And then you have 3 left that are all about the same. So let's get these in range order. The tallest one is on the left right now. The tallest one is actually the one that is the second one. And then that next one was the first one. And then that last one on the list here is the fourth one. So we've got them in our order here. And now what we're gonna do is just start gluing them down. And you're just gonna kind of glue them how I've got the card looking here. They all fit, and I know it's a little tedious because there's just a thin little line, but just take a little bit of liquid glue. Don't have it all oozy all over the place. And it kind of just hangs slightly over the green margin or the mat, and it's about 1/8 of an inch down. You don't want to like put it down and then smear it all over. You just want to kind of set it down right where it needs to go. All right, so then this one too, grab a little bit of glue. That one's almost peeking out to the top because we want some heights and varying heights for these guys. Now it's the tall one. Do not worry that this one will hang off the edge, and this one's going to bring it down a little bit. So we got some varying heights going on. And then this next one, just a little glue there, bring it down a little bit more. And now I'm going to pause and put my mountains on here and just make sure that it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's what's going on. That's good. And I'm going to leave it sit here while I get this one prepped. We're going to be strategic about this guy because he's a shorty. And we want to see it. So this is going to go something like that, I think. There it is. I'm good with that. Now, this, don't worry about that because we're just going to take our scissors and trim that off. So now that's flush on the bottom. We just detrunked our tree. And then what you're going to do with this, take those dimensionals off. Hi, Shirley Vanderbloomer. And what I would recommend doing is putting the liquid glue along the bottom edge. Now, for those of you who are doing the Creative Escape with me remotely, this is one of your Creative Escape cards. So you're making it with me during class, potentially, but you could already start working on it because you're watching it. Just know on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central, we're gonna have that private class for all the 9 make and takes. So we want that to be flush on the bottom here. And it gets glued flat at the bottom. And then I love to do the dimensionals at the tops of the mountains because it kind of looks like they're kind of away from the paper, like in front of the trees. And now what you need to do also on this is just trim off side mountain and trim off side mountain. All right, so isn't that cool? Got that ready to go. And now we can work on the ribbon. And what you're gonna do, you know, what might be the easiest thing is just run a piece of tear and tape like this and like this. Fold it over. Fold it over. And then take this, kind of center it. And then flip your tail over. We'll check it before we actually put more tape on it. We'll check it because it might be better to have a little bit more on the front, but we can do a taste test here. I think I'm gonna pull this back and make it longer on the front so that we don't worry so much. You only need about a 1/2 inch on the back side here. So Laura wasn't crazy about the trees at first, but they are growing. It's usually how that works, right? They grow on you. All right, so grab more tear and tape, and we want to make sure to adhere this down so it doesn't come undone. And then the back, we'll make our tear and tape sandwich. Like that, and then little liquid glue. That onto your card front. Now I'm not going to peel off the tear and tape that goes on the front because that would make this not be popped up as much. So I'm just going to leave those like that. And put this right on the front. Centered top to bottom, left to right, something like so. Just like that. All right. Then in your kits, you guys will have 2 scoops, just kidding, of Raisin Bran, 2 pearls. These are the blossoming pearls. No, bloomin' pearls. This is all I have left out of this one. They are part of the garden walk. I don't know if you guys were wondering where these are from. The garden walk is way at the back end of the catalog. It's one of the last suites. And this guy, it's the bloomin' pearls. So there's some peacock, there's pink, there's gold. For you guys that are doing Let's Just Stamp with me, was very strategic. The Let's Just Stamp used those 3, and then this class used that one. So we definitely planned and strategized that so that we could maximize the number of cards that you could get with a pack. So what we're gonna do is so you either got 2 big ones like that, or you got 2 small ones in your kit. And so I'll make this card, and it is 2, you guys. There aren't 3 like normal. Normally I try to do odd numbers, but for me, this one fit just fine with it having 2 on the side. And there we go. We got our first card done. Yay! All right. We will rock and roll right into the next card. So this one again featured Forever Forest and Blooming Pearls. So Sincere for the salutations. And we'll put this. Oh, I've got Happy Mail, you guys. I gotta share some Happy Mail. Ooh, I forgot about that. Let's do that really quick. I got a card here from Shirley Malarkey. Yay to Happy Mail, Shirley. You just joined, so now you can see I showed off your beautiful card. Yay. This one's from Miss Anna Rebadou. This was the mystery card night from this was Share, Create, Inspire for last month. So that was from Anna, very pretty. This is from Angelique McClendon. Look at this, you guys. She used that new translucent florals paper. So awesome. So thankful for you. You inspire me. Nice pretty bow. I love it, Angelique. And this one is from Barbara Rudolph with the chickens. Love it. There's like a little triangle on the top and bottom, and then a strip that goes through the middle and a little bit on the inside. This one is from Jenny Knudsen, the crafting one. Very pretty. The background is embossed, and then she's got the different pens on there and a little bit. Look at that. I love it. The top is embossed like that. So cool. This one is from, I believe it was, yes, Connie Moore. Connie Moore sent this one. Very pretty, you guys. I had to share this one with the leaves on here. Very pretty. Anique, the So Sincere is in the new mini catalog. Very pretty. Little rhinestones on here. Nice fall card. Oh, there's the inside. You can see it. And then again, this was Sandy Wicklander. So, yay. All right. Anique, it's the holiday mini catalog. So the one we're working in right now. Okay, so this will be a class card that gets 1 for somebody. And then you guys, we're going to go right to the pick of the pumpkin. You guys are the pick of the pumpkin. All right, so let's pull this out. It's another vanilla base. Don't lose your little stems and leaves, guys. So you have a label here. That is from the Countryside Corners dies. And then this is also embossed with the Timber embossing folder. You have a leaf. Where did I put my stem? No, here it is. Look at that. All right, so stems and leaves. Hang on to them. Don't lose them. And you have 2 pumpkins. Now, Karen Wetstein did all the cutting of the DSP, and she punched out all your pumpkin parts, bits and parts, you guys. So the card would look completely okay if you decided not to stamp your pumpkins. If you just wanted to stamp the, just to use the punches as is, perfectly fine. Like, if you don't have the punches, you can definitely make this card work. Then there's a little stylish shape vanilla circle, a little strip here for the side. The DSP goes right over that like that, okay? And then a vanilla for the inside and an espresso. Burnish that. And now, you guys, we're gonna get glue happy just because I want to. I know somebody else might tell you, get your stamping done first, but there's no reason why we can't get glue happy. So we're gonna flip this over and flip these over, and we're gonna do it. So, and actually, we're gonna do this. And then for this, I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the top of the vanilla like that, okay? And we're gonna glue those 2 things together. So this goes on here. like this. And then this, you're just gonna kind of put that right onto here. You wanna have the same margin on the top, the bottom, and the left. So something like that. The liquid glue allows you just to like kind of slide it into place. All right, and then this whole thing gets popped up. So we'll get that popped and get that put right on the front of the card. So I get it that sometimes like the vanilla and the white, I have a hard time mixing. The same kind of goes with black for me, but you would never know that that DSP is black when it has the espresso. The espresso base warms it and makes it less Halloween-y than the black. So this goes something like that now. Okay, and then let's do some stamping now. Now we can stamp. All right, get some of that paper out of the way, right? Yes, I know, right? Get it out of the way. All right, we've got crumb cake. So there's a little, wait, let's grab the stamp set really quick and show it to you guys. So this is the stamp set. It's called Pick of the Patch. And there's a matching punch that looks like that. And that's what Karen used to punch all the bits and parts. I did put the pumpkins on stamps. We've got the stem and the sentiments come from here, but these little dots also come from here. Hi, Susan, warmly. All right, so that's where these little dotsies come from. All right, and I would definitely suggest doing the stamping at second strength versus first. And there's just, it just gets rid of the blank space that's back here. Hang on, let's show you on the card here. They're there. I promise you they're there. So we're gonna do one there, random over there, and one more. And I'm not gonna worry about the bottom because a lot of the bottom gets covered up. But all I did is put a little bit of texture back there. And for good measure, we could do another one. All right, so that's done. I think that's it for the cakes of the crumb, the crumbs of the cake. All right. Then we need the espresso back. And we're going to use a little, let's put this down here. We're going to use, here, we're gonna grab the label and we're gonna use the Pick of the Patch. Hi, Brenda Loveless. You love the fall colors, yay. All right, this is gonna, okay, so I have a hard time seeing that. I don't know if you guys have a hard time, but it's so much easier to have dark around a white label like that so you can kind of see it better. That works for me. All right, and then on the inside, we're going to put the Harvest Blessing sentiment. And a harvest of blessings can go right about here. Nice, very nice. So that's it for our espresso. We're gonna pull in the pumpkin pie. Have you guys been making any pumpkin pie yet? On the inside here, I've got the big pumpkin with a stem. And you could do, some people did both actually. So let's just get this guy, we're gonna just see how he looks first. Okay, I'm good with that. So we're gonna stamp our pumpkin right there. And if you are inclined, you could stamp another pumpkin like right next to it, but I'm good with just the one. Completely happy with that. As long as I have that out, this is up to you guys. Now, if you want to stamp your pumpkin, go for it. If you want to leave it, it looks good too. But we're just gonna hover over the top and stamp our pumpkin. Now, I'm pretty sure it's reverse. So if you don't like the way you stamp it, you can always flip it over and try again and see what happens. I like that better. That's more centered. Look at that. Versus this side. I've got a little bit more space over there. So we're gonna go with this side. So he's good. All right, then we have the other pumpkin. Dinky dinky do here. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's good. I'm happy. Happy dance, happy dance. And on here, we need the stem. So let's grab our old olive. And we'll stamp the little stump here. Okay, so our inside is good. I'm not gonna worry about stamping anything on that stuff for the stump. I'm gonna let it be. Let it be, let it be. The circle though here. Kind of set your pumpkins where you think they're gonna go. And now that'll help you figure out where your squirrely Janes need to go. So we've got one coming off the edge over here. So I'm gonna move my pumpkin now and stamp that one. And then we've got one coming up over there. And then there's a squirrely guy over here as well. And we're gonna have that, something like that. So I kind of was half guessing where they're going just by laying my pumpkin. Now let's hope that they're exactly where they need to be. All right, I think that completes the stamping for this guy. So let's see about assembly. This can get glued in, and let's do that right away. Just like that. All right, and then this is popped up as is this, but it's not popped up on the part that overhangs the circle. So we're gonna put 3 of them on here. And these 2, we're gonna put one on that side and more in the middle. We're gonna leave this side, or we could already prep it with a glue dot. So let's grab a glue dot right there for the top corner. All right, so pick these off. Find a spot to plant the circle. You know what, in all honesty, it might be better to, I learned from Rose, you guys, use that silicone mat. She taught me well. All right, we're gonna do our pumpkins. Let's get our pumpkins on here first. That was the bad side. And I don't have anything up here, right? So I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna sneak my stem and leaves in. Or if you want to, if you feel like doing your stems, here's the other option. You could sneak them in, or come on. Oh man, that came right off. My ink is wet on there, I think. Okay, you just put a little glue dot right at the top here. Yeah, right, Cindy? Woohoo, silicone mat. Huh. Hi, Catherine Healy. All right, so we've got a leaf coming out over here. And then the stem kind of coming out over here. I did have the stem coming out behind the leaf. Something like that. Well, this guy just does not want to stick. All right, there. And then we're going to set it on here so that you can see the squiggles like that. Okay, we're not pressing really hard just in case we want to change it yet. And then we've got this one, and then I'm gonna put a glue dot on the right side because it overlaps there. Something like that. And then the squiggle thing here, so on this one, I put the glue dot down and then attached my stuff. Now this one, I wanted to show you the opposite way you could do it. You could take your glue dot and then put that on there, and then this leaf gets tucked in as well. And you want to put it on the front of it so that there. And there's our leaf. Okay, so yay to the silicone mat. That pulled right up. I love it. Now I'm gonna put this on here because I know how my pumpkins, I want them straight. Pumpkins. So this guy's going something like that. And then this, hi Sharon Leon, thank you so much. It's kind of resting underneath. It's like they're on the ledge, like there. And I've got it flush with the vanilla on that side. I don't know, you guys, I like things straight and even. So that's what I tend to be drawn to doing that. And there. that was that. Okay. We're done with this. And now in this kit, you guys, I had never used these sequins before, these two cards. And I was so excited to pull them out because we found them when we were figuring out sequins or gems for the card benefit. These are the neutral adhesive back sequins. And so you guys are seeing what's happening here. We did two cards that featured these two, and what's left are these. And so you know that Christmas cards, they're coming. And so we're definitely going to be making some cards using those other gems. So you guys either got too big and a small or too small and a big. I generally put a small and a big together. And we're going to do those down there. And then whatever your oddball one is, just put that, I put it right there. Now, I didn't Stella anything, but if I was going to Stella something, so fallish, it sure is. I would Stella your leaves and your stem. Just like that. You could, if you want, like go through and Stella all the little black squares here. Just to add a little bit of bedazzly there. There. I think I knew what you meant. All right, the pumpkins. There is your fall card. Now again, we said you don't have to have this stamp set to make this card because you could leave that not stamped and have your pumpkins as is and then put a different sentiment and then a harvest of blessings on the inside. So there we go. 2 done. Pretty fall card. Thanks, guys. Yay. Okay, so that one's done. And we're going to work on our last fall card. And that is this one. Again, you guys, not to confuse anybody, because I know sometimes that's easy to do. One of you, or half of you got a mossy meadow base, and half of you got moody mauve, right? And that's because of the nature of the DSP being the same, but if I would have done the moody mauve back here, it wouldn't have tied so much, but tied in. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Betty. Thanks, Linda. So here you can see the difference in the palettes. So this one's warmer and this one's cooler. And I think like this is more of a vanilla and then this is white, right? So your inside is either vanilla or white too, depending on which card you got. Not a lot of stamping on this one, you guys. And it actually uses Pretty Peacock for your ink. And I think that made it back to a different tote. So I'll have to go grab that. All right, so let's grab what's in here. So what you guys have in here, make sure you got all your bits and parts. Now, this is where I talked about. If you got this kit with the green, you're gonna have an extra moody mauve leaf. We did not go into everybody's kit and take it out. All we did was drop in the extra Cajun Craze one, which isn't really extra, it's the actual one that you need. And then you have a little peacock one. You'll have, so Anna die cut all of these distressed gold veins, and then Tammy and her mom did all of the solid leaves, you guys. Very cool. So there's this and that. You have a little bit of copper ribbon. For this, all you have to do is you're making yourself an overhand knot. We're gonna keep it simple, no bowsies, just an overhand knot like that. And you'll trim your tails in a hot second. So there's that. And then you've got your last little leaf here. And again, your leaves are gonna be different depending on which card you got. Oh, thanks, Marsha Long. And then you've got another leaf here. This is one of the labels. Now let's talk about autumn leaves. I don't know if I brought it. Oh, I brought it over here. This is what the stamp set looks like. And then there's a whole bunch of dies that go with it. And the dies are what was used to cut out all of your leaves, all of them. All right, including the label. There's 2 different labels that come in this set. This shorter square label, and then there's a more rectangle one. Everybody's got, yes, it did, Angela. I know you put it in the card totes. Exactly, and that's quite all right. I forgot about class tonight. When I told you to put it back in the tote, I forgot about class tonight. That's how my mind is kind of short term. So you guys, for those that got this class with me mailed to you, just know you have a piece of designer paper that looks something like this, right? Pretend that this is all together. It's 2 inches by 5 1/4. You at home are going to need to cut this. You guys saved me some cutting. I figured you guys could cut, and I hope that you can. I have faith. What you just need to do is you need to cut this at 1/2 inch, right? 1/2 inch is what goes on this side, 1 1/2 on this side. This paper, you guys, if you saw it in the beginning of class, it's only 6 by 6. So to give you guys each 2 inches, that means we can get 3 out of a mat, right? And so by cutting this at 1/2 inch, like you're not wasting all the paper that's behind here when you have limited resources. This is a lot of leaves, you guys. So when you get this cut, be very, very appreciative to Tammy and Anna. And Karen cut all your designer series paper, but Anna cut all of these little things right here. You guys, she did 60 of these. She did 60 of that, 60 of that. That's how many we kitted up for this. And Tammy and her mom did all these other leaves. And then on top of it, I called Tammy back when I told her we had the wrong color, because I told her Moody Mauve for all. She went back and cut more of those. So just so you guys would have the right color in your kit. So, oh yes, thank you to all of them for their hard work. I agree. Now this embossing folder is super cool. It's called the Distressed Tile Embossing Folder. Amazing. Love it. Long time. All right, you got your 2 mats in here. One's Peacock and one's Vanilla. And then you have your base. All about the base. No trouble. Mossy Meadow or Moody Mauve. We're back to being a vertical card. And you guys, I think I'm just going to get glue happy again right away, because we can. We're going to flip these over. And there's a front and a back to this. To me, that's the back. It's more flat, where this one has the raised up. So we're going to get glue happy here. I definitely am not a fan of this background couch looking thing. I have no problem. You know, sometimes when you glue the back of designer paper, you are like sad that you're covering up such pretty paper, right? Well, I was not sad about covering this up. All right, so this is going to get glued right here. Oh, you guys, I just had a thought. As I'm making this card, you guys, we need to talk. We need to talk about the Fun Folds class. I don't have bad news, but I have an update for you. All right, so I've been working really hard at all of the things for everybody over the last month, I would have to say. And I think we did pretty phenomenal. We got the autumn creative escape behind us. We've got the monthly class almost behind us. We have Let's Just Stamp ready to roll on Monday. Ink, paper, scissors is squared away. Them bones is squared away. The card benefit is squared away. Translucent florals is squared away. What? I don't want to say I'm a slacker, because I know I'm not a slacker, but what I left off the wagon, or I left behind the wagon, or I left, like, I just did not get, I had it in my head that I was going to get the Fun Folds design last week, and I didn't. There was no way I would have found about 5 or 6 hours to design the Fun Folds class, you guys. So I'm making sure it's flush at the top here. So if you look at the calendar, I'm going to make sure that that gets glued down. You guys, I need you guys just to hear this update, because I need to know how many to plan for, but know that you might not have your kits. You most likely won't have your kits before class. You'll have them around the time of class or like the week after class. When we're here on the 21st, and I haven't designed them yet, and the class is here the 5th, right? So 2 weeks from tonight is Fun Folds. And you guys, generally Fun Folds, I could sell 100 of the class. Like, it just is crazy. I have it in person on the 4th, twice, at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And then you guys, I have you on the online class on the 5th. My die cutters have been working feverishly hard to do all the other classes. And I can't just bring them with, here's 100, I need 100 of this, 100 of that, 100 of this, 100 of that. Okay, so my goal is to get the cards designed. I know I'm not going to do it tonight or tomorrow. I'm hopeful that by Monday that I can design cards. And my team needs a week to sometimes 2 weeks to do all the die cutting. And if I can say that they could have it back and we could kit them up on the 5th or the 6th or even like the 9th, you guys, you wouldn't have your cards in time to make for class that night, but I would mail them with like the monthly class, and I'd mail them with Let's Just Stamp, and then we do consolidated shipping, right? And just know that you wouldn't have them. It's very rare that you guys have ever had a class where I haven't had the kits out to you a week before class, right? So I know that you will exactly. Cindy says, give yourself a break. You do so much. All right. All of it is fine. Exactly. And so this is what you guys, I know I'm more or less letting you guys know that that is my plan. And just know that you're going to be amazed at how awesome the fun folds are. And I already have, I think, I'm curious. I just gotta look, you guys. We're just taking a side note here. I bet you, I'm curious how many we already have signed up. We have 15 and 16. We already have 30 people signed up for the class at the moment, right? That are signed up without even knowing what the cards look like because they're fun folds. They're going to be amazing and fun. So if anybody knows that they want to get in on the fun folds, by all means, definitely reach out to me, get signed up for the class, and then that will absolutely help me to forecast how many. I hate to tell my helpers we need 100 and then we only need 60, right? But like right now, if I'm at 30 and I double it and make 60, then all of a sudden I'm going to need 80, and then I'm going to be ending up die cutting for 20 more myself, right? But if my helpers already have like a good forecast, then they do it all at the same time, right? So they'll do 100 of that, 100 of that, 100 of that, right? And I spread it up over, I spread the love, you guys, so that not just one person gets it. Tammy's out of commission right now too, so I'm down one helper, but her mom might be able to help. You guys, I'm Stella-ing my leaves before I glue down the vein things so that we get a little Stella on here. Oh, Susan wants the fun folds. You betcha, girlfriend. We will get you signed up for fun folds. You guys, it never fails. I could easily do 100 fun fold classes and it'll sell out. So, but yeah, so you guys, that is my game plan. Connie Moore, yes, you guys, I love that you're telling me. I generally see the comment and kind of commit it to memory, but also follow up with the email or a text or a Facebook message, and I'll make sure to add you to the class. And then what you guys should do is we'll make sure to consolidate that with the monthly class if you get it, or let's just stamp so that you can save some shipping. All right. Perfect. So we got you guys, I'll note that. So what I'm going to do now is just take this. So in case you missed that, the general update is you're going to have to trust the process with the fun folds, that they're going to be amazing and great. You can get signed up already, and just know that they will ship most likely we might kit them up that Friday, Friday the 7th, maybe. You guys, we have a team of 5 people. I wish you could sign up too, Anique. Oh, Donna wants the fun folds too. Donna, you're probably on the list already. I would guess that I think like you and 5 people have signed up for everything for basically, in my head, the rest of the year, because you take everything. So Laura, are they going to be winter or Christmas? Deanne Dawn. That is a really good question. So, yes, Patty, right. I think you might be signed up already. So, I will definitely double check though. Let me just keep gluing these. So what do we do for the fun folds, you guys? What I did in the past, Sarah will make sure, last year what I did for fun folds is I did 1 Halloween, and I think I did 1 fall card, and I did 2 like Christmas cards. You guys, I'll be honest with you, after we kitted up the bag of bones, that we kitted them bones up, there's a lot of DSP left in that pack of paper of certain patterns. So I was thinking of, and I have ghosts left. I have some of the glow in the dark ghosts and bat left. I wasn't sure how many I needed to get. So I have like maybe 4 or 5 packs left that I was earmarking to use for the fun folds for like when we kit, because I put 3 in each kit more or less. So if you guys are okay with it, I would love to do another Halloween card with you. And then we would do a fall card, and then I would do a Christmas card and a winter card, so that the winter card could be used as a Christmas card if you needed another Christmas, or if you don't want another Christmas card, you could use it as like a birthday card or a thinking of you card. All right, Susan Bellamy, yes, you always give me, you guys, when we go through on a monthly basis, I have a large group of you that we make up the whole list of what you want for the whole month, so that we make sure you get down for everything that you want. All right, so Susan, I got you there. So if you're okay with that, I'm looking for some feedback. We just need to do a little stamping here, you guys. There's not much to do. I need to grab that peacock ink. Angel said it's in a little caddy over here, which it is. It's the Pretty Peacock. I'm gonna grab this guy back. And the sentiment says, autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And you guys, that could go on the outside, and you could use this as a birthday card. You could use it as a thinking of you card, a hello card. Yes, Vicki, I'm adding you to my my class list over here. Make sure that you're on the list. A lot of you guys of that, there are 15 or 16 on the online side that are already signed up. Okay, there we go. Now on the inside of the vanilla, I am going to do a leaf. Now this leaf, there's a vein, and then there's the solid part. So I did the solid part stamped off like that, and then up the side like that. Anika was reading your comment that your back has been sore for about 50 years. That's a long time for your back to be sore. Laura, I just added you to my list here too. So there's that. And then, hang on, we're gonna clean this right away and get that switched out. So Julie Hilsman, the class for Fun Folds is, for right now, it's $18 for 4 cards. If you need it mailed, the mailing is always $6. So the cost would be $24. Now, if you opt for wanting to place a Stampin' Up! Order with me using my current host code, the class is free with a $45 order. So your call. People have the choice what they want to do. It's an either or. It's either order or pay the fee, whatever you prefer. And I don't have a preference. People ask me what I prefer. I don't care as long as you're happy with what you're doing. I'm good with it too. Hilda Nell, it's October 5th, I think. So you guys, that's just it too. I think what happens, you guys, is the card benefit is on the 7th. So a lot of you that are doing the card benefit with me, your cards, I was set to mail them out here on the 9th, right? Because we're making all your cards. I have a team coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all day, almost all day, like during the day, we're making all the benefit cards. My plan is to get them in the mail for you on the 9th. So if you have retro cards, or if you have the card making benefit for the Wounded Warrior, and you get the Fun Folds from me, knowing that I'll probably ship them that same day, then the class is only $20. It's $18 plus $2 for the extra shipping. So there you go. And that's something you guys will figure out when I know for sure what's happening and what you want to take. I will make sure to give you that shipping discount if we're going to be mailing things together. Yes, Julie, I can definitely get you signed up here. You guys too, when you place orders to get the class for free, like let's say you go in and place an order, it is amazingly awesome when you reach out to me right after and you follow up with your email and let me know what class you want to take for your free class. That, if I see that in my inbox before I email you, it always makes me happy. Not that it doesn't make me happy to email you, because I always appreciate every order. But when you are on the ball and tell me right away, hey, I want to take this class, I just placed the order, it just is like I can log it in my spreadsheet right away, and I don't have to highlight it yellow, meaning come back to it later in life. It keeps me on my toes, so I'm watching. It's awesome. When are the RR? When are the RR? I think you mean when are the Fun Folds, maybe, Deanne? All right, so you guys, what I'm doing is putting dimensionals. Did you catch that? I'm only putting dimensionals on the tippy tips of the leaves. And we're also gonna do this one and that one. My frog is moving around. The bee met the frog. Hildy wants the extra class new. Okay, Hildy, you want the translucent floral and Fun Fold. I have you marked for both of them now. Good job, yay. So for translucent floral, Hildy, it's free with a $45 order, and then Fun Folds is free with a $45 order. So as long as you have a $45 item on one side and a $45 item on the other side, you could put them on the same order if you so choose. All right, we're also gonna pop this up. You guys, we're almost done with this card. It looks like it's really intense and a lot of work, but I'll be honest with you, because Anna and Tammy did all of the work for you for the most part, it's really easy to put this card together. So I took the dimensional off only the right back side. Retro cards do, oh, the retro cards, they're due October 2nd. Calling out everybody that's doing the retro cards. They are due to me October 2nd. We're swapping them out that week, and then they're going to be mailed back to you, and you're going to have the cards in time for the party. Where in the past, we swap them out during the party, and it takes a long time. So we're swapping them out ahead of time. So you guys, if you're doing the retro swap party with me, they're due on the 2nd, which is not this weekend, but like next weekend, something like that. Like you have a week and a half. Get on it. Get on it, girlfriends. Okay. I want the extra one with the new paper. Oh, you don't want translucent florals. You want the stamp stack. Okay. I haven't started the sign up for that yet. Silly. I haven't started the sign up yet for the translucent floral. You want the stamp stack is what I think you want. So let me figure out a date yet. And as soon as you guys hear that I have a date for the stamp stack, then you can sign up for it. All right. So oh man, here, I got a hot sticky mess here. I don't know if you caught it, but what I did is I took the dimension off of the back right side and I left this one here so that nothing will get caught on that. And I'm going to figure out that this is about right here for putting that down. Okay. I actually started from the top down and I kind of finagled things when I was designing this card. But for this one, I'm going to start from the bottom. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of do a couple things at once. We're going to try this. We're not going to push anything. Did you show off the cards for the fun fold? No, Sherry Stewart, I haven't even made them yet. They are not even in my brain at the moment. I have one. You guys, I'm casing one of Rose's folds that she did. I can show you it. Okay, but it's not the card. I will show you the template or design of the card, but honestly, I have not finagled it out of my head yet. So this guy's going to go over here then. So we're just, you guys, this is where you get to play floral arranger, right? And then this one's going to go here. Something like so. I found this way back when I first started watching Rose. I saw her do a fun fold and I'm like, oh, this would be a really cool layout. And so they took a screenshot of it. So that goes here. This one kind of tucks back in here. Something like this guy needs to come up a little bit like that. And then this last little dude, he gets a glue dot right in the middle. Oh, I'm so glad you're, yes, Deanne, you are at the point where all you need to do, I think, is get clear envelopes, right? And then you can get them mailed to me, which is right on your, it's like on your radar to get that done as soon as possible. Yes, Sherry, I can definitely get you, and so you guys, I took a last little glue dot. Oh man, there's one right there. We're going to use it. We're going to use it and we're going to put it underneath him. And then that little overhand knot goes right here, you guys. And we add Sherry Stewart over here. All right. Oh my goodness, Randy. You didn't miss the scavenger hunt. It's written in my book from like a month ago to do, and it got kicked to the curb at the moment. I can get on that now that I have a little bit more time. And don't worry, you guys. The scavenger hunt won't be due on the 30th of the month. I promise you. Whenever I create the scavenger hunt, we're still going to do a scavenger hunt, you guys. It's going to be due. I'll give you plenty of time. Now, I just realized I never took the backing off of that dimensional, and I can still get it. If I take my little tweezers here, and there it is. I just felt like I was doing surgery, you guys. So I got that off, and now that can stick down a little bit more. Grab that ribbon scissors, and you can trim that tail here. And like that. Okay, exquisite, okay? You guys, easy peasy card. Whoever got this card class, all you need is a sentiment here. and stamp it in some sort of a version of Pretty Peacock, and you'll be happy. You could have even used Mossy Meadow or even Moody Mauve or a pinky color. Yeah, super cool. Now, the embellishments that you guys got for this one are the coppery ones that are part of these same sequiny things. And you got 2 big and a small, or you got 2 small and a big. And I got the big and the small, the big one and the small one up there. And whatever your opposite one is, I put that down over here. And the copper adds a very nice accent to the ribbon, the trim. Okay, so just a shout out to Randy Schultz. Thank you for the reminder for the scavenger hunt. I didn't forget, but I didn't have it on my radar again for to get done in the next little bit, but it will get done. Now that I have it written on a piece of paper in front of me, that always helps a lot. All right. Whew, you guys, we did good. All right, we did really good. We got our 3 cards made, and we talked a lot about what's coming up. You guys, lots of stuff coming up. Yes, it's definitely, I don't know though. I like this one a lot too. So I know that Laura's saying her favorite is this one. It is pretty. It's gorgeous. Like, I would want to get that card in the mail. I'll tell you that right now. Then we had this one, but this was nice for your man. I was doing this with Tyler in my mind. And then we have our pick of the patch right here. Very good. So you guys, I heard that Laura said her favorite's this one. I don't know. What's your favorite? Inquiring minds want to know what your favorite is. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Now, if you have your extra, let's say you got the mauve kit or the mauve one here, that's what it would have looked like. And I don't think I would have liked that so much. So kudos to Tammy and her mom for knocking that one out for me and at the 7th hour of the 7th day. And adding it, she sat there and she added them all to your kit too last week, you guys, after we had kitted them up. All right, so Cindy likes the leaves one here. And Holly says, great class. Vicky says the leaves, pumpkins and leaves, pumpkins and leaves. Okay, pumpkins and leaves are the winner. All right, but he's still pretty. We still like him. You guys, my chamois super squeaky. I'm cleaning these up while I wait for your answers to come in. So what you could do, if you got this leaf and you want to use it, you could have very easily glued it in the bottom corner here, like that. Like, you could put him in the corner if you wanted. Definitely. But you know what? For me, I'm going to put him right there. Oh, you're very welcome, Shirley Malarkey. Kat says the leaves for sure. All right. Sharon says, like them all, but the last card. Yes, you guys. Okay. I'm definitely getting the vibe that the last one is the favorite. So that's good. I'm glad that you guys all like that one. It was fun designing that one. Can I tell you a little secret, you guys? This card came to existence the way it is because of Wendy Cranford. I don't know if anybody watches Wendy Cranford, but she was my inspiration for that card. And I even shared it to her. So I swapped with Wendy Cranford and I got a card from her. If you guys remember, there was a sale-a-bration set that had carrots in it. And I was going through, I was like, I need some inspiration. And I found her carrot card, you guys. I sent this to her. I found her carrot card right here, right? That's the card I looked at. And I came up with that one and then the other pattern right there. But this is why I swap. So even though you guys would never know that that was a carrot card, like that was the inspiration. But what gave me was a little strip of DSP here, a little strip on that side, the strip of cardstock down the middle, and then the label right here, that is in the same area. So I looked at her format or her design layout, and then that's where I came up with that. And I even sent that to her, and I sent her a note. I said, this is why I swap, for amazing ideas for my talented friends. And so so Wendy Cranford helped me out with that one. She gave me that card. I don't know if you guys remember, that carrot card was either this sale-a-bration or last sale-a-bration. So it was awesome. And here's another one, you guys. I cased her card here. Oops, it's not going to work. I got to go like that. So that was another card I cased. She made this card right here. And then I made that. I basically took the circle with the strips of designer paper down out the side, and I cased her card. So Wendy's an outstanding stamper, you guys. Okay, so let's go to our random number generator. You guys, we have a lot to do here. Not a lot, but enough. We got 10 minutes worth of prizes to give away. I don't have any cards to give away from past classes. I didn't have the opportunity to pull names for what's coming next, so we'll do that soon though. But I do have my chicken scratch. You guys, this is the old school way of taking notes. Instead of putting them into typing. I have the mystery card night. We had 18 people. So we're going to do 18 people. So you guys, I'll be honest with you. This is the card. There's not a completed card at the moment. This is the card. And honestly, though, these sides get glued down. Oh, wait. I do have a card to share with you. I do have a card. Hang on. One moment, please. So, Shirley Malarkey, is this card from you? I got this card, and I announced it, and I said who it was from way back when I got it about a month ago. I got it right before I needed to do mystery card night, for Kelly to get the clue ready, and I got this card. And so this is what I used for the layout. Now the sides get glued down, right? And this is where you can put in, so that's too big. That's not gonna work. But, okay, a gift card or something goes in here, right? So my first hunch was this was Shirley Malarkey, but I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Whoever card this is, if you're watching right now, claim it right now. I want to hear so I can help remember whose it is. But I did announce it. So that was the mystery card inspiration. And then you can see what Kelly did here is she went through and did it with you. So we're going to do 18 people and pick a winner chicken dinner. And keeping my eye on the cat because she's chewing on my die packaging. Okay, so we're going to hit the word generate. It's not going to be 4 unless, hey, honey. I hit the word generate. 18! Look at that. 18. Let's see who 18 is, you guys. 18 is Patty Townsend. All right, Patty, you get a prize. Yay. Congratulations. I love it. All right. And then for the monthly creative challenge, hang on, you guys. We got to see what Honey's up to here. Little girl. I know. You're just a little baby. You guys haven't seen Honey for a little while. This is what she's all up to. She's getting a little bit bigger too. Not as big as Bigger Tigger, but she's definitely getting bigger. Monthly Creative Challenge. So you guys, there were 12 people who shared cards on the Monthly Creative Challenge on the Cards by Christine Facebook page. And I'm going to put 12 in here. And I'm going to hit the word generate. We're going to see who wins a prize. Number 4, Jean Maxwell. We're number 4 on my list. And then for the class card challenge is where you share your different cards that you've made from classes with me. We had 10 different people who shared cards with me, or their card classes, and we're going to pick out of 10, we're going to hit the word generate. 2, Karen Wetstein. Yay, Karen, congratulations. All right, so if you guys aren't sure where you find that stuff, if you go into Facebook, and I know not everybody likes to be in Facebook all the time anymore, but I do a lot of stuff still in Facebook, and I do class reminders there. And if you go to my page, Cards by Christine, these are features at the top here. So some of the first things under featured, I have one that says challenges. And when you click on that, you can go into the monthly creative challenges. And when you click on comments, oh, Cindy, oh, good question. Thank you. Oh, Donna got her cookies today. Yay, you shared it with Faye. Okay, so you guys, my mom not accidentally, sorry. She just didn't want to be short. So she made 5 batches instead of making 4 batches of cookies. So I've been eating cookies all week. They're phenomenal. So I had to give everybody who got a to-go box from the Autumn Creative Escape, I had to give you guys a taste of my mom's cooking. So if you can't eat it, share it with a friend versus throwing it away. So, and it was awesome that Donna shared hers with Faye. I love it. So behind me really quick here, you guys, the paper pumpkin boxes. So I have, one is mine and then for Kelly to do, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I think one is Cindy's and one is Tracy's. So I think I have 5 paper pumpkins, or is that 4? That's 4. There are 4 paper pumpkins up for grabs, you guys, for the month of September. Kelly's going to be doing the class, I think on September 25th, if I had to guess. And then that just helped me remember too, you guys, we have a kit class coming up in the near future. I haven't set the day or time yet, but it'll be, I don't think on Friday, because I need to be designing fun folds before I do a kit class, right? That's what my mom would say to me. First things first. So sometime next week there will be a kit class, and also working on getting a few more cards designed for October classes is on the radar for next week, so we can do a showcase at the end of next week, you guys. So what's coming up for October will be a showcase the end of next week. But the paper pumpkins, I think Kelly's going to be doing that on the 25th. If you need a paper pumpkin, reach out to me, okay? All right, so these are where you can see the monthly creative challenges, and then that people have submitted, and then right under here is the class card challenge. So you guys can see, it's like just my way of saying, oh, that's a blast from the past. Jenna had just gotten that class, so she got that one done. I love it. And then she did the Winter Wonderland cards. Yay. Okay, so this is where you guys can show off the cards that you've been working on from classes with me. So that's the one Karen one. All right, then top fans. I randomly chose some top fans, and we have Pat Fleming, Betty Bach or Bach, B-A-C-H, and Christy Wiltshire are the top fans for the month of August. Yay! So we have Pat Fleming, Betty Bach or Bach, and Christy Wiltshire. Karen Wetstein won the class card challenge. Jean Maxwell won the monthly creative challenge, and Patty Townsend won the mystery card night. Now that leaves one drawing left to do. The kittens are licking each other's faces right now. And that is for the door prize for this class. So give me one moment in time. I'm going to read off you guys' numbers. So Jenna, you're number 1. Vicky Rodriguez, you're number 2. Debbie Gast is 3. Mary Lemke, you're 4. And we have Sheila Roberts, you are 5. Sharon Roosh, you are 6. And then we move over here. Lynn Beasley, you're 7. Linda Grady, you're 8. Karen Stagg, you're 9. Carla Lake, you are 10. And that's everybody. So we have 10 people. Let's drop the camera down here and get the random number generator back up. And I said we had 10 people. Oh, it's in 10. So I'm going to hit the word generate. Oops, I'm not going to do that, I guess. So generate. And it's 5. There we go. So 5 was Sheila Roberts. Beginner's luck, girlfriend. All right, so Sheila won a door prize for tonight's class. That, Sheila, will be mailed with your next class that you have going out. And I think you still need to pick it based off of an order you recently gave me. I think you need to pick a class. I think. All right, we did good. Congratulations to all the lucky winners, you guys. Yay. Okay, we did it. We got through all of the games and the prizes. We got through 3 cards. We got through announcements, what's coming up. Yeah, so stay tuned, you guys. Monday is Let's Just Stamp at 1 o'clock. I do have about 12 card kits left for that class. I think Fruitful Blessings is one that people either love it or they hate it. And I hope that when you guys see the cards made, that you could see the ideas, the possibilities, just having the card kits ready to go and inserting your own stamps, that you don't necessarily have to have the Fruitful Blessings. Maybe there'll be a few more people that pick it. But otherwise, if there's anything left for past classes, it always gets moved to the past classes section at the end of my schedule. You guys can always find my schedule at cardsbychrisb.com. There's in the blog and newsletter section. So if you're newer to me, whoa, that's not what I wanted. If you go to my website, go to that little hamburger thing, and then you go to blog and news, newsletters and files, and you can see that my 2023 schedule is here. When you click that open and go all the way to the last page, there's a section at the end that's about this big, and it's for past classes, that you can go looking at those past classes to see if there's anything you want to take from the past. So awesome. You guys, I don't know if you can see this. Hang on. Oops, wrong way. Hang on. There it is. See what Hunky's the one on the floor? And Honey's getting body slammed right now. All right. There's another little dose of kittens, you guys. All right. So I'm going to let it go with that, I guess, a little kitten show. So, all right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you on Monday for Let's Just Stamp at 1 o'clock if I don't see you before that. So, all right, love you long time. I'm going to count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1, 2,